Welcome to Cubing Corner, your place to learn, practice, and improve at solving Rubik's Cubes and puzzle variations. This time, we have here a Pyraminx. Yes, it's a Pyraminx, a version of a Rubik's Cube formed in the shape of a pyramid. This time, we're going to learn the basic parts of this given Pyraminx. Before we continue, please do subscribe and join us in our journey as we learn, improve, and grow together in the world of cubing. So again, here we have a Pyraminx, which is a version of a Rubik's Cube shaped in a pyramid. Now, before the steps in solving a Pyraminx, let's learn the basic parts of this given version of a Rubik's Cube. The first part that we need to learn is, of course, the faces. We have here 4 faces for a Pyraminx. We have this face, the green colored face, the red colored face, the blue colored face, and the yellow colored face. Together with these faces are considered to be the centers. But before we go to the centers, let's talk about tips. That will be the next part, okay? Because understanding tips will help us understand the correct portions of the center. Our tips are this very small pyramids here at the top. This is a tip, not a corner. This is a tip with colors yellow, red, and blue. This is a tip with colors blue, yellow, and green. This is a tip with colors red, yellow, and green. And of course, we have here a tip for green, red, and blue. So all in all, we also have 4 tips. After that, we need to look into the centers. We can actually be helped by understanding the tips on what would be our corresponding centers. The center for each face of a Pyraminx are those triangles directly connected to our tips. So say for example, this is our face here. These are the 3 tips. The center is a combination of this triangle here, directly connected to our tip, this portion here, directly connected to our tip, and this portion here, directly connected to our tip. There are no 3 centers here, but these 3 triangles forms one center for the face of the green. Similarly, if we're going to have this part here, this is part of the center, this and that. And of course, obviously, this and this triangles form the center for the yellow face. It's important to understand these centers because it's not enough for us to come up with only one portion. We need all of the 3 to make sure that our face is complete in relation to its centers. The next part would be the edges. Looking into this, and since we know this is a tip, and tip, we also know that these 3 comprises the center. The remaining parts for this face are what we call as edges. This is an edge which connects yellow face and red face. This is an edge connecting yellow face and blue face. And this is also an edge connecting the yellow face and the green face. So all in all, we have here 3 for this specific face. However, take note that they are also parts of the remaining faces. So as we look into the other faces, we count this, and this as edges. We only have actually 6 edges here. Let's talk about the bottom. This edge, and that edge. Okay, that comprises this part here. And the remaining edges would be this one, and the one at the back. There are 6 edges for our Pyraminx. The next part that we need to understand would be the layers. Of course, in our 3x3 Rubik's Cube, we have understood the 3 different versions or 3 different sets of layers. This time, we only have 2 layers per face. We don't count this one as a layer because that's already a tip. But basically, this would be 1 layer and this is another layer here, except for the tip, of course. This is a layer. Bottom layer, this would be our second layer. Commonly, obviously, we have also the same here, first layer, second layer, first layer, second layer, talking about layers from the bottom to the top. We also have another set of layers here pertaining into the portions from this right to the left. We have this here, this one as one layer, and this remaining one here is also a layer. Again, do not count this because this is a tip. Similarly, for this side here, this would be another layer, excluding this one. But of course, sometimes in our process later on, this will be included in the movement. And this is also another layer. Now, we also have another layer that talks about this one here at the face and at the back. But since we necessarily use them as part of solving a pyraminx, so we don't necessarily focus too much on them. But of course, we can see this is a front layer and this is the back layer. Okay, so basically here we have 8 different layers. We have the bottom, we have here the second layer, we have here the right, and this one here, and this next layer, and this, and of course again the front and the back. So these are actually the basic parts of our pyraminx. So now let's have a short review on the basic parts of this pyraminx. Please use the comment as you place your answer to verify whether you have learned from this video. Let's start with the number of faces for this given pyraminx. The correct answer here is 4. You have this one, the yellow face, red face, green face, and blue face. Next question. What do we call this small pyramids, triangular pyramids here? These are actually tips, and there are 4 tips here in a 3x3 pyraminx. Next question. What do we call these triangles directly connected to our tips? 1, 2, and 3. 1, 2, and 3. 1, 2, and 3. They are called centers. Again, as one, they form the center of your face. Next question. How many edges are here in the entire pyraminx, 3x3 pyraminx? The correct answer here is 6. Let's count them. 1, 2, 3. If we're going to make this as our bottom face, okay? So you will have here 4, 5, and this one here, 6. So there are 6 edges. Next question. How many sets of layers are here? If you're going to count the front and the back, there are 8 layers. So again, the front, the back layer. You can also include the tips for each of layer. You also have here the bottom layer and this second layer. You will have here this layer and this one, and that one. There are 8 layers here. And as mentioned, we will talk about the basic steps or moves that we can do for this pyraminx before solving a mixed pyraminx later on. That will be for the next video. We'll be talking about the basic moves pertaining into the solution that we can use rather in solving for a pyraminx. Let's not forget, at Cubing Corner, we believe every solver starts somewhere, one turn at a time. See you in the next video.